ladies and gentlemen. Not really important, but it's fun to listen to that one. Before we're jumping directly to the Ban and Peak phase, remember this is a global Ban and Peak phase. So definitely 10 heroes that previously has been chosen, has been used, are not allowed to be picked again for this game.
And actually, for the third game, knowing that it's a global ban, so a total 20 heroes aren't able to be used. Also, let's not forget that it closes up more of what is going to happen here in the Land of Dawn. And starting off in the first, still a temple ban, banning off Nolan, banning off the Baxia, and also the Angela.
Yeah, so we will see here with all of the batting that has been done, our Mika going for the second pick and also surprise pick. They might want to go for something different, but for Smart Omega with the Basha, with the Angela, and also Dinky ban, so it's more into the support kind of situation ban here. Well, for Mika, after banning over that Joy, they might want to see what is the options for Smart Omega. Are they going for picking the Rumor here, or they are aiming for picking as an XP or even jungler? Even Fredrin is still left open if they want to go for that. But if it's not, Akai or maybe the other marksman is still available if they want to chase for it. Brody is still there. And despite that, a lot of options can be more important. But I do feel from the side of Smart Omega, they need to play smart as well based on the draft. And look at that one, the coach and everything, they are ready for it. And there you go, a Brody pick as the advantage movement coming from Smart Omega and directly being answered by the Fredrin, along with that maybe going for a mage here. A mage will be good one. If it's not, they can try to answer with another marksman. It's just as simple as that.
And after that, they can also pick up to the Fredrin, and Gyogoi could also pick up maybe the Matilda. Would be actually a pretty good fight though. But then again, I need to look at more of how the first gameplay started, remembering 20 heroes, and I could say that it's 4 combinations now into that game that they cannot no longer use. And the next one is actually onto the side of Beatrix. They are securing their gold laner first before they are trying to close down all that in the second bending phase.
Oh, after seeing the Beatrix that is being picked here by the side of Araki Mika, I think like if they're trying to pick over, I'm not sure, but Smart Omega haven't picked over the Novaria, right? If they want to go for the Novaria, it will be great because Fredrin and Beatrix will be the main target here. But if they are already picked out, they can try to go for a Farsha, which is going to be great for Amore. That is playing really well with the Farsha. And the Matilda will be helping a lot in terms of positioning. Lilia can be done as well. So if they're going for it, it's gonna be good. But for Rames is actually the answer here with the Nether Realm is actually helping the longer of sustain that Smart Omega can have.
Okay, finding a good way actually. Here, 2 supports, we are going to see that gold funneling all up in this hala, yo. And after that, and after that exclamation of it, we are going to see more from RQ Mika picking off the next hero. Okay, so far leaving only the middle lane, leaving the roamer, and also the XP lane hasn't been secured so far. And Loyi,
there you go. This is the signature of living using the Lui, because you know what? With the Varamis on the hand of Smart Omega, the Yin and Yang, the diversion, and also dispersion will be a very good combo for Mika. But what is going to be the answer for Smart Omega? Because definitely, after seeing the Lui, they want to try to avoid a big war condition. Are they going to be trying to use an assassins here? But it's going against a Fredrin, so I don't think it's a good idea. A car is still available though. Are they going to be prioritizing that? Or maybe Mika will try to deny it by later on banning over it.
Okay, after all of that, knowing that a lot of the possibilities can actually play out, and they are still going to close off the Minotaur here, and mostly just not wanting RRQ to use that hero as a great way to stun a lot of people during war.
A Kai ban from Mika, or maybe a Ruby ban for Smart Omega. That's what I'm thinking currently. Because that is the perfect heroes for both of the sides, or even if they want to go for the Atlas from the side of Mika, it's also going to be a very good one. It's Kufra, Atlas, Ruby. That is the options from the side of Araki Mika right now. Well, for the side of Smart Omega, I'm thinking of Lapu. I'm thinking of another hero. Akai is also like one of the options that can be used as the jungler.
Okay, after that, banning off the... Okay, Bacchia is already banned off. The Akai is already banned off. Maybe onto the side of another roamer, just like that. Franco, they used in the game before. They don't really want that going on the loose.
Picking over heroes for Mika. I think like for the side of Mika, it's going to be revealing the roamer first. Atlas, Ruby, Kufra. I don't know. Are they gonna be trying to pick over one from these three, or they just like, okay, I'm just gonna try to pick the EXP first before revealing what is the thing, or maybe picking the flex picks. Edit is also available if they want to go aim for that Brody. But there you go. That is the beautiful Ruby coming out from Mika's side. Well, for Smart Omega, after witnessing like this kind of lineup, actually we thought the Diggy is pretty hard, but again, the pyramids with Nether Realm will be helping so much from the side of Smart Omega. And there you go. I was like expecting an assassin, because back again, with those Fredren from the side of Araki Mika, it's actually gonna be super fun to do. But glue is also there coming from Smart Omega. All right. Araki Mika. Are they gonna be doing that here from the side of Araki Mika? Yeah, what, you guys know why I'm laughing right now? Because they were asking me for prediction. But
I drew a question mark on hers.
I just like put a question mark for that because I don't want to put. But I will tell you which one that I'm thinking. I will just telling you.
But
Wait.
if you're telling it out, exclaiming out to the public,
No, I'm not gonna put it on the public.
Isn't that also kind of like jinx it out?
No. I'm just gonna let you know for that.
Let
Okay.
me know. So
Yeah.
if I exclaimed your choice to the public, that doesn't mean you can kind of try to pick it out though.
So you
Can
need to
I exclaim it out?
No.
Can I at least tell the producers?
No.
So
It's
no one is allowed to know unless it's just me.
Yeah.
It's BTR, guys.
Oh, what? It's on a different team, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so that is the team that I'm choosing. How spicy this will get! Ladies and gentlemen, I present you Murky Mika going against Smart Omega!
Going into the third match and a final losing streak of 2 zeros. Getting into the third match here.
Oh! Why they're picking? I was putting a question mark for this. I'm not, guys. For your information, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not answering anything. It was a question mark.
Well, it's definitely not a question mark for me. And
But you know what? If I jinx it, I will put the blame on you.
and look,
Why?
No, it's not on me. I didn't tell the producers. They just went ahead and edited that one.
Oh my god, I'm not sure with this one, but Mireille right now trying to survive from all. Oh my god, I'm being betrayed here. Jesus Christ, please help me.
I didn't tell anyone.
Oh my god.
I told you. It's BTR. It's BTR. But then again, they're not in this match, so you have to settle with RRQ. Okay, picking up RRQ in the good match. Let's just say that's even. We're both supporting for the both teams playing on here today. And with Keishi trying to start being a bit of aggressive, baiting out that flicker for Yogoi. It's just a bit of a mess.
You know what? The difference is you are getting the right when I'm getting all the wrongs. So I put like a jinx for both of the teams just now in the last 2 games.
Well, technically, yes. So what happens if it's after a draw? It's
I'm not
another
sure.
draw.
Stop complaining about this one. We stop debating regarding this. But yeah, it's 2 minutes already inside of the let-off down, and our Kimika looking good so far. But Frederick needs to do a proper things here with the town and etc. But Casey right now being the one that is being chased down right here. It's in the corner, but Casey able to go back a little bit, but not for so long. The falling starboard from Lele is just giving the retreat movement from Smart Omega.
Okay, Lele is just trying to cast in a lot of things, trying to run away for the turtle to secure on, with Smart Omega getting that, and Tan has to use the retribution for that first neutral objective.
And that 2 minutes with the turtle on the head of Araki Mika right now. It's a good lead in the early situation, but for Mireille, I think like Mireille really in the corner. Like the shield will be taken easily by the presence coming from Lele. That's why right now for the side of Araki Mika, they were trying so hard to have a really good setup for Big War, especially because Gyogoi with that Ruby, I'm a Vanda, don't run Wolf King, I'm good. Followed up with those skills from Leafy, from Ash, from Lele, or even from Tan will be a perfect combination. Well, Smart Omega. I think despite that, our Kimika have a really good setup hero, fighting hero, big team fight condition. They still have the Nether Realm and even have the chance to do the split push with the presence coming from Keishi. It's just this Lancelot not gonna be easy to farm or even trying to go into the backline of Arakimika because of the CC that they have. They have plenty of CC, they have plenty of way to avoid the big war from Arakimika itself. And they're pretty tanky as well.
Okay, seeing that Lele is just trying to clear way for both sides also. Trying to find a sneaky, beaky way maybe to cut a lane or maybe to invade Keishi's jungle here. It's quite tanky onto the side of two people, a bit of immobilized. Okay, Amore trying to follow up right the black line. But then again, that shield is just too much.
That shield is just too much, ladies and gentlemen. Tan here trying to know where's the position of the opponents based on the golds. Arakimika are leading with 1,000 gold. While for Smart Omega, they really want to aim for this objective. They really want to go for the turtle. That's why 4 members of them gathering nearby that one try to contest it back towards the side of Arakimika, opening up the Circle Eagle Mireille, aiming for more than the one that's coming from Arakimika. But what is actually gonna happen?
Okay, going in again with the Circle Eagle up to the backline, but not Adayami. Trying to pull in, leaving only Tan right over there. It's quite risky though. Opening that ultimate with a bit of snap, going in for 4 people, but Mireille in a nick of a time can't just help that escape. So basically,
that's a good one.
Mireille is just an escape tool.
Yeah, it is. But it's working well, so it's a good option here coming from Smart Omega. That Goo going back again to the lane, try not to focus more on the team fight, more like, okay, I'm just gonna clear the wave here. The turtle, let them take it, but we are gonna be taking something else. But Gyogoi in the bottom lane is pretty low, but Mireille coming a little bit late, coming from the mid lane. But I don't think that it's good for them to force it back towards Arakimika at this point.
Okay, For Keishi, still just running around away, trying to find a great jungle spot. Quite feisty though, right in the middle. So it's just fully on walking here and there using the Matilda as straight movement. A bit of an Ash tier, Livy being in the front line, taking a bit of a damage from Smart Omega, but so far still cool, calm, collected to find a good way.
Oh my god, and it's just like super passive compared to the other games that we saw from Araki along with Smart Omega. Almost getting caught here, Gyokoi. But able to a little bit go back, not forcing it too far to the side of Smart Omega, retreating from this condition. Mirai, I think like the thing about Mirai is like the Soul Bloom along with the Circle able to play to be an opener as the big initiator to hold it back towards the opponent.
Okay, finding a great way to also that both plays out passively, not that aggressive, or we could say passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive, yeah, that is true. That is true, and I'm not really sure how the thing's gonna go on. But Ash in the top lane being the one that is being the target person here from the side of Smart Omega, and I don't understand. Well, from the side of Smart Omega, it was like they're having quite hard time to reach out for Mika. And I think they want to avoid the big team fight that just we mentioned in the earlier stage, that it will cause them tons of trouble if they are getting caught in the middle, like I'm offended or even falling Star Moon. That's why Shinua trying to go on the other side and focus over the objectives, while Araki once again taking care of the turtle here.
Okay, trying to find out a good way also though with a lot of penetration from Smart Omega starting to build that Brody up. And even so, right in the middle lane, both are just going to play very, very safe. Both are just going to pull out a bit again. And okay, a bit of an ambush here onto the bottom lane. A nice flicker going out as a very defensive move in fashion, and even Bandit's Rage didn't really hit that glue. But so far, they have to rotate down onto the bottom lane also with Smart Omega, knowing that it is the right moment. A cool moment, I might say, popped up just like that, but it is not enough just to pull on that. Okay, I'm offended, going out again, trying to find a great move to burst down Mirai, but sadly, she is just too powerful here on the bottom lane, trying to throw gauge again, finally taking down not Anayami to the part where they actually have another kill. Okay, Keishi being on the next target here. Thon needs to move back, finding a great moment and a great way to execute that. Not too risky, not to be blown.
That's the thing about Livy using that Louis. It's not in the meta, but she is just one of the good person to use that. But the falling Star Moon aiming for 3 members from the side of Smart Omega, retreating a little bit back. But 1 member, definitely gonna be the food here. Gonna be the prey for the side of our Mika. 3-0 for 9 minutes. So far, 4,000 gold lead from Mika's side.
Okay, Bandit's Rage going to charge in. But so far, just able to clear out the wave. Another round, forcing up, open again. But Lele onto the back line, trying to find again, not Ayayami. Being in the front line, taking a lot of damage with the split of the mini glues. And another dimension, they're just trying to clear up a lot of waves onto the top lane. This will actually move up their rotation quite fast without even using a lot of agility emblems.
It is. They just like rotating around using all of the diversion that is just like going quite fast, even if they want to go for the turtle or anything else. But Keishi here still able to go and aim for the purple buff, but it's forced to use the retribution. It's second time being picked off, so it's quite hard for Keishi to catch up with the difference of the gold, the item as well. Well, Tan, she's not like as aggressive as we thought it would be, but you know what? The movement coming from Smart Omega is actually pretty tricky, yeah. If they're gonna be able to pick off the member for Mika will not be able to play in sync. That's why they really need to be careful over the decision with what kind of things that they need to make on that direction. And they also need to be careful of the ambush movement of Mika.
Okay, that Lord is just going to be very free because our Mika has other plans to just move in straight and siege onto the middle lane's turret, trying to take down more and more Amore, trying to burst down that minion wave so that a new diversion is going to conquer down in the bottom lane. Keishi being the one targeted, Phantom Execution is actually tangled out again, but with not Ayami with Nibiru's Passion bursting out, sadly didn't really give that much deal of damage. Falling Star Moon trying to find in its way with the Bandit's Rage. Didn't really hit Keishi that much, but even Murray needs to be in the front line, not Ayami again trying to burst down, being in the front line, taking it down, but even the NetherRealm saves him in the nick of a time. What a nice moment to play out by Smart Omega.
They just want to use a perfect timing here for avoiding the big war from Arakimika, because Arakimika, once again, they have a very good line up for the big war. But look at that, falling Star Moon towards Amuri, the main target here from the side of Lele. It's only 3 kills so far, but they are doing plenty of things inside of the lineup. That a lot of skill, a lot of resources have been used. But again, the discipline that Smart Omega and RQ have is just crazy to try to avoid the big the solution for both of the teams here. But we are going to be continuing to the game. We will see what is actually going to happen. 12 minutes instead of a lot of down right now, 3-0 so far, 5,000 gold lead for the side of Arakimika, and Divine Glaive has been finished by Levy. Remember, Levy is one of the players with Lee that plays a lot with the diversion to dive in and try to pick up Smart Omega's member.
Okay, trying to find a great opening there. Remembering that the Lord is going to be on in around 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's 20 seconds before the second alert appear in the Light of Dawn. So I really want to know what kind of things that can be done right here on the map. So right now, as for now, the glue is actually doing a really great job, to be honest. With that split, with that pass, that not Ayanami giving tons of reaction whenever Arakimika trying to push it back towards the Smart Omega. And it's bringing them time to actually avoid things, but not Ayanami forced to use the split along with the flicker to get back a little bit. Throw Rose has been used. Keishi trying to get back. Wow, the Lord, I think will be taken. We thought in the contest, Falling Star Moon, NetherRealm, it's a lot of stuff that has been done. But we thought anything that needs to be picked up from Smart Omega.
A lot of expensive skills that are just bursting out from Smart Omega, trying to cover up what they have to do. Because remembering that the second Lord will be the enhanced Lord with a marching here with the passive and everything, with an extra skill and a longer HP, so they really need to focus on more to that. How RQ Mika is going to barge in onto that high ground, and they would have to defend it pretty well. Next thing you know, you have to really focus it on here. Lele is going to be in the front line, tanking it down. Ton reaching out onto the hills with a lot of the minions going in, with a bit of Shadow Stampede and a Falling Star Moon onto the back line, but didn't really get too much. But the Lord is pretty much eliminated. Finally, the NetherRealm has been popped off again, but a Bandit's Rage didn't really get anyone, and even a Torn Apart Memory isn't really that much of a damage. So that's where RQ Mika is just still pushing, just still pressuring onto the side of Smart Omega, because they will need to have for that. I'm offended going out again, but even with the Nibiru's Passion, was able to be taken down with the Appraisal Wrath, finally taking down Murray, leaving Gyokoi opening up with that immortality, and again with Amore.
Yeah,
Needs to play very well.
Now, Smart Omega still able to hold all of the pressure here. But not Ayanami and also Mirai being pegged up is already a punishment towards the side of Smart Omega. With 5-0, 3 base turns even has been taken care of. The damage actually from Shinua is good already with the items that we saw. With that Happy Seeds, Malefic Roar, Blade of Despair, going even for the Rose Gold Meteor, but the diversion and also a lot of pressure that is given by the side of Arakimika makes our Smart Omega having quite hard time.
Okay,
And now,
being picked off right now. One of the person, a killing spree for Livy. Not to mention that it's Glue, one of their tanky frontliners that needs to be rushed. And not to forget, from RQ, Mika is still giving on a lot of pressure right in the middle lane, trying to push in more again. Lele being in the front, hanging out Keishi's damage, but then again, it would have to have a great day. A flicker going on for a defensive move. A fact of execution going in with Circling Eagle onto the back line with another realm popping in again to prolong all of those fights. Turn apart memory has been popped off, but sadly didn't really get anyone so far yet. 2-time defensive, and yet there's 2-time survival.
I think like for Keishi right now, with those items that she meets, she will be trying to clear off the wave and then go back and keep doing that. But the thing is, like, the Lord will be appearing inside of the light of that, and it's 16 minutes already. Are they gonna be trying to gamble up, going directly to the Lord, trying to pick it off, or they just gonna go for high ground defensive here, not letting anyone from the side of our Mika to go further? But there you go, as getting over the Lord. Are they gonna be trying to contest it outside of the base?
Okay, jumping in with the falling star moon, getting in onto the backline, but a mega kill for Livy, turning out Genoa here, but with the Glue in a nice nick of a time, was able to move back Mika, pushing on to more of a offensive side, trying to pressure down Smart Omega again with another third tactic. Not even waiting for the Lord marching in, but all of those minions are just walking in again with Venus Rage, getting in with an unstoppable for the side of Mika, and even they get to choose that. All a clean wipeout, leaving only Amori, leaving out again, but the base is just wide open, and RRQ Mika takes the point for tonight.
3 Indonesian teams proceed for the next stage of the tournament here. Later on, our Mika will be facing GPX Boss Rank in the lower bracket final and having the chance to climb up, going to the grand final on
how it all played out once again with the highlights for the last game. See, we can all see from what happened before the turtle. They're just trying to fight in. It was kind of messy, and how it teleported and tried to ambush the Glue was a very good trick, but sadly they were just able to take one of the players. Even Smart Omega didn't really got the chance to just follow up that damage onto the bottom lane, and so on. They need to really find a great match here. And for the last part, they tried so hard defending onto their base. Smart Omega successfully defend 2 times over their high ground, but sadly they are getting pushed down, taken down one by RQ Mika.
And look at that one. Even when Gyoga is like very low, they just not letting Gyoga to be picked by the side of Smart Omega. They just want Gyoga to retreat, trying to come back again with the Lord that is marching from the mid lane. And even the last moment coming from the side of our Mika, it's a huge challenge here. Smart Omega able to secure a movement towards Arakimika, but Arakimika is just like, okay, I'm gonna use the dispersion to try to put them together along with the I'm Offended that is being held by Gyogoi. So it was a beautiful sync up of skills, and here you go, our match MVP, the Louis Queen here, Livy with 605, 100% KP and 642 GPM, and Shadow Talisman, Lightning Truncheon going for the Divine Glaive for the penetration along with the Winter if there is an aggressive movement from the opponent.
Okay, so far to batch up all of this is just purely very good. A signature hero will just barge off all of the meta heroes, because once again, a comfort pick will always be the best pick for each player.
I mean, like, if you're lost, I think like that's the way to do it. While for Smart Omega, I think like it's pretty hard for them whenever they try to open up a way to try to pick up RIQ, but with this kind of lineup, it's quite hard to touch even a single player. Look at Keishi. She was trying so hard to try to get close using that Lancelot, even using that Throne Rose and also Phantom Execution. But even when she is doing that, the CC coming from Gyogo is stopping her to go further, and not Ayanami. Despite that not Ayanami was tricking Arkimika a couple of times, there are still times when she is unable to avoid that by those presents from our Kimika. But Smart Omega, once again, you guys already did your best. I saw a lot of improvement coming from you guys, but again, we want to see more. And